Action aplenty coming your way on EFL TV this week, all thanks to Ferntree, Gully, Holden and HSV, your local community dealer. Great to have your company this week on EFL TV, and we have some fresh meat on the show. Fantastic to have Dyson Baker on debut for EFL TV. G'day, Dice.
G'day, Half. It's good to see we finally got someone with bigger shorts than you on the panel.
And some personality, as opposed to the other man that we might catch up with a little bit later on.
The Ginger Ninja.
The Ginger Ninja, Benny Waterworth. Mate, let's get straight into it. Divi 4, Forest Hill take on Park Orchards. This is going to be a big challenge for Forest Hill, considering the form of Park Orchards recently.
Yeah, look, on paper you think the new boys are miles away, but they've been competitive over the last month or so, and Forest Hill coming off a couple of easy games against the lower sides in Division 4. It should be a very interesting one. Michael Cardamone slowly starting to find form. He's up to 30 goals for the year. For me, I think the runner Park Orchards is going to take over the older legs, and I reckon Park Orchards for mine to get over the line in a close one.
Wow, a big win there for the Park Orchards, the new boy. Happy to tell it as he is. I like that. What about Divi 3, North Ringwood take on Ringwood? This is the local derby. I love when these games come about. We've got the best defence versus the best offence this week.
Yeah, I reckon this is probably the cracker of all the divisions. First versus fifth is, again, not on paper, nothing too fancy, but North Ringwood won by 2 points last time out at Jubilee Park. It was a very close encounter. North Ringwood, I think, only scored 2 points in the last quarter to just hold on, but these are local rivals. Ringwood's forward line's finally starting to fire. James Katsiavos and Trent Farmer both up forward, doing fantastic things for them. North Ringwood, slowly the cracks started to appear as they lost to a couple of sides around them. The Glen Waverley Hawks, a big loss to them a few weeks ago, but they're slowly starting to find form. I reckon this is one where we really know where Ringwood stand and if they are that challenger at 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Well, are North Ringwood still deservedly premiership favourites in Divi 3?
Look, after sort of 2.5, 3 years of domination, I still think they're the team to beat in Division 3.
So they'll take the chocolates at Quamby?
Yeah, certainly at home. I'm going to go the Saints in a close one, though.
All right, so we've got a couple of tips early doors from our new man, Dyson Baker, from the EFL media team, the Division 4 and Division 3. We'll take a break and come back with Division 2 and 1 a little bit later on EFL TV.
So Breeze kicks towards goal. Looked all right. Oh, Daniel Breeze, you're a star. He puts it through.
Got a special guest this week on EFL TV. He is a member of, obviously, the Victorian Police Force, as you can see by his uniform. He's also an EFL umpire. Sergeant Alistair Gall's joined us. He's also part of the Road Safe Eastern Metro Division. G'day, Alistair.
Daniel, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you on board. Now, the Eastern Road Safe program is obviously very significant. What's it trying to do?
What we're trying to do is create awareness to the 18 to 25-year-old playing group in the Eastern Football League, because that demographic has got the highest proportion of death and serious injury in motor car collisions in Victoria.
Right, well, it's a pretty plum group you're working with in the Eastern Footy League.
Yes, it's a good organisation. Actually, the Eastern Footy League approached Road Safe Eastern Metro about 3 or 4 years ago and wanted to be involved in a road safety program, and over time we've facilitated that with our partners Eastlink, who are managed by Connect East, Eastern Footy League and Victoria Police, and last year we brought in the Hawthorn Football Club.
Well, they're back again this year, Thursday night at Mitcham. A couple of players will be there. What will be going on there?
Yes, we've got Liam Shields, who's an ex-CFL player from the Basin, and Isaac Smith. They'll be coming along as part of the Phase 2 program. They'll be talking to the Mitcham playing group about preparing and planning for road safety strategies, preparation, tips for driving, and also they'll facilitate with trained presenters a DVD that was produced in conjunction with the Hawthorn Football Club last year.
Okay, and what specific issues will they be really hitting on with these boys?
The main specific issues are risk-taking behaviour, and we're also utilising vision from Eastlink and some things you probably shouldn't be doing on the roads. One for example, is a taxi driver reversing out of the system, didn't want to pay the toll, and another person walking along the road with a spare tyre. So basically what we're trying to do is create an awareness for safe driving. Try not to take risks on the phone like mobile phones. In 2010 in Australia-wide, over 50,000 people were detected using a handheld mobile phone.
50,000?
50,000 and $11 million in fines. That's Australia-wide. In Victoria, if you get picked up for using a handheld mobile phone, $282 and 3 demerit points.
It's a big whack out of the pocket, and of course the points on top of that. Is it fair to say that a lot of these road safe rules are pretty much common sense when you think about it?
Common sense, risk-taking behaviour, basically common sense. Put your seatbelt on, drive. If you're going to have a drink, don't drive. And the majority of our the target audience, 18 to 25, up until 22, the majority of them would be P-plate drivers and no alcohol in the system.
What would you say to those viewers watching EFL TV today before they get into their cars tonight or on the weekend? What suggestions would you give them?
Well, if you think you've had too much, you probably have. So maybe think about what you're going to do. Get a mate to drive, maybe step up to a plate if you've been driven to a party or out to a pub, especially if it's a P-plate driver. You think he shouldn't be driving, look after your mate, maybe take the keys off him. Try and get home safely, maybe think about what you're going to do, pre-plan your night out and get home safely, and above all, look after your mates.
Do you think there is that awareness and looking after their mates going on better than this year or the last couple of years as opposed to the previous 10, 15 years?
Oh, definitely. In our program, phase 1, the actual main topic item is a program called Looking After Our Mates. It's a road safe program, it's a statewide program, and it's been very well accepted within the Eastern Footy League.
Makes sense to me, pretty straightforward. Now, have you got a game this weekend?
I have got a game, yes, game 486.
Oh, wow.
So I've got Roval and Bayswater.
Well, good luck, appreciate your time, and hopefully the message is getting through to the boys out there in the Eastern Footy League. Thank you for your time.
No worries, thanks Daniel.
Back with more shortly.
Now, but it got chopped off that time by Hill. Gave the handball off to Allen, who wants to send the ball long. This is a very good kick. What a goal that was there by Robert Allen.
Let's find out what's happening in the world of the EFL now with the news department. EFL media manager Benny Waterworth. G'day, Benny.
G'day, Half. Good to see you back after a little bit of hiatus, but plenty of news kicking around the Eastern Football League because we're getting towards the business end of the season.
It is great to see you again too, mate. And the finals venue, the Choose Tap finals venues have been announced.
Yes, the EFL board during the week announced the EFL Choose Tap finals venues. Always a lot of interest around this, Half, and I can say that the venues will be Bayswater, Boronia, Ringwood, East Burwood, Vermont and Mitcham. So
good.
Plenty of great venues out there. They always do a fantastic job throughout the season. Vermont's actually come on board this year because Division 3 has gone to a top 5. So Vermont will host a couple of extra finals this year. If you want to try and find out where the divisions will be played at, which venues, make sure you pick up your copy of the Eastern Footballer this Saturday afternoon. We'll have all the information there. So just repeating, Bayswater, Boronia, Ringwood, East Burwood, Vermont and Mitcham will be hosting the EFL Choose Tap final series.
Excellent, well played by the EFL board. Check your EFL website for more information, as well as the Eastern Footballer, where you might find some pictures, perhaps, I don't know, of the Almost Little Legends Clinic last week.
You might find one or two
Surely
pictures
something.
in there. It was organised chaos out there at Wednesday, last Wednesday half. It was a fantastic afternoon, and Channel 9 put this together for the Sunday Footy Show.
Good boy. That's it.
Oh, man, man. Hey, always over here. Don't worry about the camera. Discipline. Don't worry about television. You're here to learn. Holding up.
Come on, mate. Come on. You're an idiot, Paul.
Look like great fun, Benny. Wish I was there, although I'm too busy getting myself involved in the 9 News Dots jumper competition.
Yes, it's a big competition. Speaking of Channel 9, it's a fantastic competition brought on this year by Channel 9, our principal sponsor, of course. Congratulations to Chris from the Heathmont Football Club.
Well done, Chris.
He's this week's winner of the 9 News Dots jumper competition. He wins himself a Masashi gift pack. Now, what you can do, for those who don't know about the competition, you'll see running around the Eastern Football League at the moment, all the number 9 players are wearing the Channel 9 Dots half. So what you can do is take a picture of one of those players and send it to inquiries@efl.org.au by Tuesday 12 p.m. each week, and you could get your hands on a Masashi gift pack. But almost more importantly, you can go into the draw for some big end of season finals prizes.
Right.
Now what you can do, the winning photographer could get tour of the 9 News studios and then go on to watch the 9 News at 6 o'clock being recorded live. So that's a great winner there. And for the winning club, so the photo of the club, they get a grand final. They get a box at the grand final footy show as well. So plenty
just
of
for taking a photo.
Just for having a photo taken of them, half.
Brilliant.
So make sure you get out there, take your photos. Big prizes up for grabs. So get involved in that competition.
It's competitions are plenty at the EFL at the moment. Powerade, one of the great supporters of the Eastern Footy League, they're getting involved as well.
Certainly are. They've been involved with the EFL for the past couple of years now. Of course, they're an official sports drink supplier of the EFL. You might be able to see some of the beautiful range of products right in front of us here, Half.
Okay.
They've got a competition. They're going Powerade round, of course, this weekend. It's been like that for the past couple of weeks. I think it goes around in the AFL as well. What you can do, Half, is that you can send in the code word for this week, which is...
code word?
The code word is zero.
Zero.
As in Powerade.
Not the number, the word.
The word. So you make sure you got to spell out zero, Z-E-R-O, for all those playing at home. Send that into competitions@efl.org.au, as well as your favourite Powerade sports drink flavour. And you might be able to get your hands on a Powerade kit, a Powerade sports training kit with towels, drink bottles, T-shirts, caps. Pete Luddick's actually opened up the entire cabinet again, so there's stuff going on there as well. So good on you, Pete, for doing that.
Good on you, Pete.
So plenty of great prizes going on today on EFL TV.
Just put zero and Mountain Blast. It's a beauty, the
Mountain
blue.
Blast.
Can't get enough of the Zero Mountain Blast, of course. Benny, it's great to catch up with you, mate. You've been booted for the reviews of the games this week. Dyson Baker's doing an outstanding job. Hopefully he does an even better one in the second half and you never come back.
Kept the ball in front of himself, did well, and he's got to run into an open goal. Is Jake Pumper. He pumps it through, does Jake Pumper.
Okay, let's get our teeth now into Divi 2 and Divi 1 games this week. Dyson Baker's back from the EFL media team on debut, doing an outstanding job as well. Divi 2 this week, Montrose v Murrelbach, and it's the battle of Shillings v Talevski, surely.
Yeah, up forward, both these guys are fired. Shillings dropped about 20 kilos and he's found about 20 goals in season 2012.
Imagine if he lost 100 kilos.
Exactly. Did kick 100 goals in under 18s. He's kicked 48 so far in season 2012, behind Talevski in the goal kicking with 57 from Murrelbach. This is the match of the day on 98.1. I'll be out there calling that one. Make sure you text through on 0419 654 082. All the boys will be looking forward to that one from 1 till 6 on Saturday, but I'm really looking forward to this one. This is sort of a battle of the big forwards. Both these sides have been known to have reasonably high scoring sides right throughout the last couple of years. For mine, I think Montrose are still the dominant team in Division 1 and they've shown that throughout the year. I think Shilling is going to fire. I'm just waiting for him to kick a bag of 6, 7, 8 and really turn this competition on its head, because I've rated him for a couple of years. He's dropped the kegs and now he's going to start finding some form. So I reckon Montrose to get over the line in what should be one that is going to set them away from the pack a little bit in terms of Roval and Murrelbach and really start to show their form.
What about Captain Coach Brett Johnson there for Montrose? How's he travelling? Because he's putting himself in the best. A lot. What's going on there?
It was a slow start from Jono. We saw him a couple of times early on in the year. One game especially against Roval, where he was very quiet, took himself off during the third term, and didn't see much of him for the rest of the game. But from all reports, he's really starting to fire up that midfield. He's kicked a couple of goals of recent times, and he's got the boys firing on all cylinders.
Very handsome man, Brett Johnson. Got good hair. He's got very, very good hair. Divi 1 this week. I tell you what, it's the best Divi 1 year I can remember in the Eastern Footy League. And I've only been involved for 6 years, but I reckon it's the best. A game between first and fifth, and this weekend we have the grand final rematch of the last two seasons. Noble Park taking on Scores. It'll be very interesting times.
Yeah, look, this will be the 10th time these two teams have met in the last 3 years. Obviously, grand finals and twice throughout the year. It's been fantastic. They've both had their ups and downs right throughout. Noble Park obviously coming out on top in the last couple of years. I think despite their position, I think they're still the dominant side. They've got guys up forward. I think their versatility is probably the thing that's really kept them up for so many for the last few years, I should say. But they've been absolutely brilliant. On the other hand, the Hogle boys at Scoresby have been brilliant. Chris and Jaden Chris has got 34 goals, Jaden's 19 for season 2012. They're starting to really find some form, and it's interesting to see just where they'll lie after Saturday afternoon's game.
Who's going to win?
I can't go past the Premiers at home.
Noble Park too good at Pat Wright Oval there on a Saturday afternoon. Now, that's Dyson Baker. If you don't know who it is, if you just joined in, don't know how you've done that, by the way. You've just scanned ahead on the little clip. But he's on debut on EFL TV. An absolute absolutely brain. And with that insight, we'll get you back, mate. That was outstanding. Looking forward to your call of Montrose v Mooroolbark, 98.1 Radio Eastern game of the round on Saturday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for your time today, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Hart.
And we'll see you soon too on EFL TV.